Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well this Christmas time. I am bringing you a festive flow, and I wish I was dressed in some crazy Christmas costume or that I had Christmas lights and decorations, but I don't. So I'm going to try and make this flow Christmassy by adding in some Christmas themed yoga poses. We've got a little bit of candy cane, tree pose, star pose, and I'm going to try and find some gentle Christmas music to play in the background. But this flow is more about something that you can do over the Christmas period when you feel like you've maybe, I call it the Christmas slug syndrome, where you've eaten too much food, you've spent a little bit too much time on the sofa, and you just need something to move your body and, get some endorphins flowing, get some food digesting. So anyway, go and grab your mat, we'll get started. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe to stay updated, and leave me a comment below. Thank you and Merry Christmas! So we're going to begin this practice just by finding a position at the end of the mat. This is our thunderbolt position when we sit onto our shins, but you can always sit onto a cushion, onto a block, or find any other position if this is really uncomfortable for you. We're going to start by interlacing the fingers together, so finding a mudra with our hands. And this mudra is meant to boost our concentration, which is obviously good when we are beginning our practice, just by turning inwards and beginning with just a minute or so of meditation. So on your next inhale, just lengthening the spine. And on your next exhale, just allowing any tension to melt from the body. And just for a moment, follow that flow of breath in and out. And as you bring your awareness to the breath, you allow anything going on off the mat, which I'm sure is a lot, especially at Christmas time. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, we're leaving it off the mat in that external world. And just dedicating this time to being one with the body and with the breath. And we can return back to that external world afterwards, but hopefully with more peace, more calm, more energy from this practice. So set an intention now to stay present, to stay with the breath as you move through this flow. On your next inhale, sweep the palms together over the head. And just reaching up through the fingertips, lengthening all the way through the spine. As you exhale, slowly folding forward, letting the arms reach out in front of you. Forehead might hover, or you might be able to rest it to the mat. Keep wiggling and walking the fingertips away from you to find length through the spine. We're just going to pause here for 3 rounds of the breath. And allow your next inhale to bring you into tabletop. And drop the belly down towards the mat as the chest opens and the gaze lifts. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest, tailbone underneath. 2 more, inhale, belly drops, chest opens. Exhaling to round. Inhale. Just bringing all of that awareness through the spine. And exhale, last time. And coming into neutral spine, drawing in an inhale, tuck the toes underneath. Exhale, press all the way back and up. Finding your first downward facing dog. So take a moment to pause in this down dog and find any movements that feel good. Just little bends into the knees, lifting the heels up and down one at a time, allowing some gentle movement to come into the hips. And finding stillness in your downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg up behind you, point the toes. And take a moment to pause here. See if you can find that deeper stretch through the back of the left leg. And slowly plant the right foot between the hands. Lower down to the left knee, but keep the back toes tucked underneath. You either hold here or sweep the palms together. Lift up and out of the hip crease and gaze up towards the thumbs. Finding length through the arms, but relaxing into the lower body. Hands down, back knee lifts. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hips lifted, chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're switching sides. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Point the toes and try and find that deeper stretch through the right leg this time. Plant the left foot between the hands, lower down to the right knee. Inhale, sweep the palms up as you lift up and out the hip crease, gazing up towards the thumbs. Reaching up but relaxing the hips down. Hands down, exhale, back knee lifts. Step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we're still warming up the body one more round. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Maybe you can find a little bit more length this time through the back of the left leg. Right foot between the hands. This time keep the back knee lifted as you press your palms together. Press through the front foot. Inhale, high lunge. Gazing up towards the thumbs if you can to test that balance. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog, point the toes. Again on this side, see if that right leg feels any different here. And then plant that left foot between the hands, stay lifted through the right knee. Press the palms together, inhale, lifting all the way up into high lunge. See if you can let that gaze follow. Hands down, exhale, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just pausing in our down dog for a few more rounds of the breath. And then from your downward facing dog, turn the left heel in slightly as you plant your right foot between the palms. Press the palms together, inhale, warrior one on our right side. Gazing up to the thumbs. Interlace the fingers behind the back, squeeze open the chest, inhale. And exhale, fold to the inside of the right leg. Crown of the head drops, arms follow for humble warrior one. As you exhale, allow the upper body to be heavy. Letting gravity do all of the work for you here. We're staying strong in the legs. Press through that front foot. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Opening the chest at the top, inhale. And then release the palms. Bring them back over the head. And exhale, this time pyramid pose. So we start to straighten out the front leg as we fold forward. Hips stay nice and square. If you want to, you can walk in a little closer with the back foot. But make sure your left hip is drawing forward and the right hip is drawing back. You might want to use your right hand around the right leg to draw you a little closer. 3 rounds of the breath here. Keep relaxing into that exhale. Well done, and slowly bending into the front knee, hands stay framing the right foot as your left leg floats up behind you, opening up the hips here. So stack the left hip over the right hip as we find standing splits. If you can, right hand comes round the back of the right leg to draw you in closer. And you have your option to bend into that left knee, reach up with the right hand and find the left foot. Staying here again, if you can, for 3 rounds of the breath. And slowly let go of that left foot. Bring both hands down, bend the front knee, and step back with the left foot, coming into warrior 2. So as we inhale, cartwheel the arms all the way up. Sink the back hip down and forward and reach through the fingertips, gazing over that front middle finger. Flip the front palm, legs stay still, inhale, reverse. And exhale, extended side angle. You might choose to do forearm to the thigh, left arm up and over, or come all the way down. Palm to the inside of the right foot, with or without that bind. Left shoulder rolls back and the chest opens. Gently releasing that bind. If you're in it, press through the front foot as you inhale, lift all the way back up into warrior 2. We're going to float forward from here to find our half moon. So you might need to step the left foot in, or you might be able to float all the way forwards. Hips stack, shoulders stack. You stay here or you reach for that left foot. Press the foot up towards the ceiling and we find our candy cane pose. But listen to your body, have a play around. Feel free to wobble. And then, when you've had enough in this pose, gently release the back foot. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot, so we end at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen the spine, open the chest. Either fingertips to the mat or hands coming up to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Either step or you float back through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing for 2 rounds of the breath in your down dog. This time our right heel turns in as the left foot steps between the hands. Press the palms together, inhale, warrior one, gazing to the thumbs. Fingers interlace behind the back, open up the chest as you inhale. And exhale, folding to the inside of the left leg. Crown of the head drops and the arms follow. Again, we want to relax into the upper body as much as we can. But staying strong and active through the legs. Well done. Press through that left foot as you inhale, draw all the way up. Back into that warrior one with the chest open, inhale. And then palm sweep back up above the head. And this time we exhale, straighten out the front leg, pyramid pose. Keeping the hips square. If you need to, walk your back foot closer in. Completely melting over the left leg. Use that left hand if you wish to draw yourself a little closer in. We're going to stay here again for 3 rounds of the breath. And see if you can keep your hands framing the left foot as we flow into standing splits. Right leg sweeps up behind you, the hips stack open. Stay here or use that left hand as you exhale to draw yourself a little closer in. Maybe bend the right knee and reach that left hand up. See if you can find that right foot. Well done. Slowly letting go of the right foot. We're stepping back into warrior two. So let your next inhale sweep you all the way up and round. As you exhale, drop the back hip down and forward, reach for the fingers. And gaze over that front middle finger. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle of your choice. You can rest onto the top of the thigh, with or without that bind. But wherever you are, you draw your right shoulder back to open up the chest. Gently releasing that bind. Press through the front foot as you inhale, lift all the way back up into warrior two. We're taking it into a half moon, so take your time to make your way there. Left fingers coming in line with the left foot. Hips stack, shoulders stack. Once you've found that balance, maybe you can play around with finding your Christmas candy cane pose. Well done, guys. Find one more breath here if you can. And then slowly from here, instead of stepping to the top of the mat, we're going to bend the front knee and step back with your right foot. Slowly come all the way up as you turn the toes out. I was going to say in, we want the toes out. So toes are turned out, heels are turned in. On an inhale, bring the palms together over the head. So we're in a little bit of a star pose. As we exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, send the knees out to the side, tailbones tucked underneath. We're pressing the hips forward but pulling the knees back. and we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. So inhale to, we'll call this our star pose. Christmas star. Exhale down into our goddess squat. Maybe this could be our angel pose. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, extend. And exhale, lower down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Find that stretch into the hips. Inhale. Well done. And exhale. Last one before we fold. We'll hold a little longer. Inhale. And exhale, hold. 3 rounds of the breath. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you're going to lift your heels off the mat. Well done. You've got 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop the heels down, hands to the hips. Turn the toes in, drawing in a nice big inhale. And with a flat back, slowly start to hinge forward from the hips. Bringing the hands either to the mat or round the backs of the legs. Inhale, halfway lengthen the spine, open the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows out to the side and draw the crown of the head down. Let's find a few rounds of the breath in our wide leg forward fold. Keeping the weight into the balls and into the toes of the feet. And keeping those hips stacked over the heels. One more big breath here. Maybe you can draw a little deeper into that exhale. And then slowly releasing the hands to the mat if they're around the legs. And we want to slowly walk the feet so they're behind the hands. So you might find that you have to bring a big bend into the knees, or you might find that you have to bring your hands onto blocks. We're going to come up and do a standing balance and find our tree pose from here. So either peace fingers round the big toes or hands round the backs of the calves. As we inhale, halfway lengthen the spine, open the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows, draw the crown of the head down. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Big exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. One more before our little challenge. Inhale, halfway. And big exhale to fold. Use the strength of your arms to draw against the toes and the toes to grip into the fingers, allowing you to go deeper into your fold. For our little challenge here, the left hand is going to come to the left hip. Now you have a choice to keep your peace fingers round the big toe, or you can hold your knee. We're going to come up to standing on an inhale, so press all of your weight through the left foot. See if you can draw up, holding. Gonna wobble, that's good. Holding the right big toe, or you come up and you find your knee. We're gonna open out to the side on our inhale. So see if you can take that right leg out to the side. You might just be holding the knee and that's fine. Try and keep the chest open. Try not to lean too much over towards that left side, as tempting as it is. Try and keep the center line of the body central. And then from here, we're going to find our tree pose. So see if you can bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. You might have to take it to the calf. It might be toes resting on the floor, just avoiding the knee. And keep that right knee pressing open to the side so you feel that opening through the hips. If you can here, sweep the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe keep the gaze high. Down through the feet. Keep the breath flowing and steady. If you would like a little extra, find Chin Mudra with the hands. And see if you can take it into a side stretch. You take your right forearm to the top of the right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. Keeping that gaze fixed. Let's see if we can stay here for 3 more breaths. Well done. Bring the hands to the heart center. Slowly release that right foot down. Give that left leg a little shake out if you need to. And then we're going to sweep the palms up and over the head as we inhale. Exhale all the way back down. So either hands come around the backs of the shins, the backs of the legs, and they come up to the shins as we inhale. That's our modification. Or peace fingers back around the big toes. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Bend the elbows, exhale, forward fold. 2 more, inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Last one, inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Trying to go a little bit deeper here, so you're using the strength of the arms, using the toes to grip into the fingers. And then start to think about how you're moving up to standing. This time the right hand comes to the right hip. Either catch the left knee or stay with the left big toes. Weight into the right foot as you inhale, draw all the way up. Find your point of focus, find your balance. Once you have it, maybe you can start to open that left leg out to the side or knee. Keep the core nice and strong. Well done. Then we're going to take it into our tree pose from here. So maybe you can just draw that left foot straight in. Take your time. When you found your balance, sweep the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, soften the shoulders, let the hands separate. Maybe you can lift the gaze. Again, root down through the right foot, grip all of those toes into the mat. And maybe you wish to take it into a side stretch mudra with the hands, index finger to the thumb. And as you exhale, left forearm to the top of the left thigh, right arm comes up and over. Stay here, wherever you are in this pose, for 3 rounds of the breath. Well done. Slowly bring the hands back to heart center. Whee! Gently release, shake the right leg out. And from here, we're just going to come all the way down to a cross leg position. We're just going to take a little twist to finish. Sweep the palms up, inhale. Exhale, left palm outside of the right thigh, right fingertips behind the back. Let the gaze follow. Back to center, inhale. And exhale to twist. Back to center, palms together, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Thank yourself for taking this time out of this Christmas period to dedicate this time to both the body and the mind. Take this wonderful flowing energy with you, and I hope you have a lovely Christmas, a lovely New Year. I'm sure I will see you somewhere in between then. Namaste.